ready, I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me.
We've got a cross-conference matchup as the Eagles visit the Raiders. Las Vegas looks to tie their series at 7 games each. And it's headed your way. Next.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year for 2020. In his second season, former Oregon Duck, Justin Herbert. Herbert on first down now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 19 carries, 56 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
Let's go.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season from Wyoming, Josh Allen. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go. I
took a shot.
Give them 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Kamara try the right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Hunt. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They run. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays. Off with 6 points. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now it's Herbert. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Kamara trying again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 30-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Four yards remain for second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On play action, Allen. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A give. This is Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Ingram again. Broken tackle. Strong running at the 30. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Herbert got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. Give him 18 on the play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Herbert's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Herbert back to the air. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Ricky Seals-Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Flushed out right. 1st down and more for Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Kamara. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though, probably on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here we go.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. 1st down and more for Allen. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
56.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack on 1st down, Herbert, they go screen. This is Ingram. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And here's Kamara on the read option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything